Hey guys, welcome back. We're back for part 2 of our back garden in early spring here at Fruitopia, Melbourne, Australia, where I'm giving an update on the whole garden. So I've had to do 2 parts. It's a combination of everything and the tropicals coming out of winter. So we're going to be checking all of that. So stay tuned for part 2. I showed you most of what's going on in here, but I didn't show you the Lucuma. Let's go and have a look at the Lucuma. I showed you the pink guava, right, which is coming to the end of the season. This usually ends, they stop falling at the end of September, so we only have a couple of weeks to go. And here's the Lucuma for you Lucuma fans. It pulled through winter unprotected, uncovered, really well. It's got a little bit of cold stress, mainly on the new leaves here, right? But not a big deal. Not a big deal. And this is grafted onto not so cold tolerant Canistel rootstock, right? Yeah. And let me show you the tag. This has gone. Oh wow, the trunk has grown. So the label got tight. I have to put it elsewhere. This is the label. Okay, new home now for the label. So yeah, it's pulled through really well. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 side branches above the graft. So I'm pretty happy. And look at the stake I have for it, guys. We had over 100 km/h cyclone winds in Melbourne, and this is a chopstick, chopstick from the kitchen, holding the tree. Listen, this chopstick pulled through, holding the young tree. Unreal, huh? I'm really surprised there wasn't more damage, to be honest. Okay. And back there, I've got what's it called? Sugar apple seedling, and there I've got a yellow mangosteen, and they are both extremely cold sensitive, especially the sugar apple. I'm doubting the sugar apple will be alive. The yellow mangosteen maybe 50-50, but nothing like this. Look at this, Lucuma. It's going to be a bit of a challenge getting in there. It's very tight. I have all these ice cream bean seedlings in pots that I'm trying to store for winter. Right, I've got a lot of them. They'll be on the market sometime in summer. I already had one guy ask me for one. You won't believe it. The bus driver that we took. The bus we took from here to Melbourne, downtown. He recognized me and he said, "I know you. You're the ice cream bean guy on YouTube." I said, "Yes, I am. And you're the bus driver, right?" So he was interested in a tree. And I told him they're not available yet because I want them to grow out of winter, because now they're looking funky. I don't want to sell something that looks like that, right? I don't want to give anyone this. I want to give you the tree when it's looking like $1 million, like this. See look how sweet these orange leaves are. Look at that. I want to give you the ice cream bean when it's chirpy and shiny, right? So that happens in November, December, January and February. That's when these are available. All right. let's get in here and see when how these fared. Okay, I'm gonna need to put down the camera and use 2 hands. Maybe we'll come in from behind. By the way, the Malabar chestnut survived in ground for its first winter. You can catch that on part 1. That's also known as a Saba nut. Okay, I'm stepping all over the pepino. Don't worry about that. Pepino is a beast. All right, first we're gonna check out the sugar apple. Cold sensitive. Anona. Yeah, guys, you got to do this like Fort Knox. Let's see how it pulled through with Fort Knox style cover. This is not a tissue one from Bunnings. This is a professional frost cloth. First impression is not good. Hang on. First impression is not good. Okay, let me just do some more unveiling. Okay, we're in. I love doing this at the end of winter. Just a habit I have. Okay, let's see if this is pliable. Oh, crack. That's not good. Not a good start. Oh, crack. Not good. Not a good start. Oh, wait a minute. Is that green? Did I just snap off a green branch? Please tell me I didn't. It's green. No way. No way. It's not. No, not when it's cracking like that. But wait a minute. Why is it green inside? Anyway, let's have a look. I'll give it a scratch test. I'm digging. I'm going deep inside. And it's not green. Not that I can see. What do you guys see? I don't have my glasses on. Is that green or brown? Doesn't look green. It's a funky kind of green-brown look. Hang on. No, let's go deeper, down, lower. Down to the main trunk. Can you believe how sensitive to the cold it is? Good news. Now I can see green even without my glasses. I can't believe it survived. I can't believe the sugar apple has survived in Melbourne in the ground. Hang on. Is that right? Or am I seeing things? Yeah, it looks green. Looks green. Okay, what about this branch here? No. No. So the tree survived from here down. All these branches are kaput. Are kaput. Well, the good news is, guys, we have a living sugar apple. So, yippee yahoo! What's happening down in the? Oh my God! How can it be so wet? What? With a thick frost cloth? With a thick frost cloth, the soil is moist, and I mean really moist. Like, wet. It's wet moist. That's weird. How could the rain get in here? It must have been runoff. Because remember, the ground here is look at all these pink guavas. Someone hasn't been picking their fruit. They're $20 a kilogram at our local market. Oh wow, there's more there. What was I saying? Yeah, this is sloping land. It's sloping. It goes down. So the rain has come down and stopped here. That's how we got this wet. The water's come in from underneath, not from above. How can I get through there? Huh? How can I get through that? This is thick, really thick. It's like a wall. It's like a blanket, the one you sleep with. So, yeah. This is all wet, guys. I don't like that moisture. All right, let's clear this so it dries out. Get some air. Get some air. And then cover the tree back. All right, good news. Just survived. See, guys, how tough it is to grow these. Next, you won't believe this. You ready? The yellow mangosteen has not only survived, it's strangely freaking happy. What? There's one leaf it dropped. That looks like it's dropped recently. And another one back here. 2 green leaves. And then you got all these brown ones from last summer or whenever, right? Wow. And look how skinny. Let me get these grasses out the way. Look how skinny the stem is. Very skinny. Where's my little pinky? My pinky finger. Anyway, wow. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise, guys. Now, I didn't expect this. I expected all the leaves to have fallen and just be left with a green, partly green, stem in the center. See that middle stem? I thought that's all we would have had. If we were lucky. Not this. Not this. Come on. Huh? What? Wow. All right, I'm beyond surprised. See how you don't know unless you try it. Now, who are you going to ask? Who are you going to ask about this tree in Melbourne? You can't ask anyone. You can't ask anyone, guys, except me. Only me. Because I don't know anyone else in Melbourne that's grown yellow mangosteen in the ground. And the soil here is also moist. Hang on, let me see how moist. Yeah, it's pretty wet. Yeah, the same as a sugar apple. Okay, what does it say on the label for you guys who are new to this and that? It says, and I haven't got my glasses, great. Well, yellow mangosteen is a round fruit with very tart yellow something, high quality, high acidity, makes it ideal for jam, jelly, but removing the seed and skin can be time consuming. All right, the conditions: tropical seedling, evergreen, water periodically, self-pollinating. There's nothing about cold. There's nothing about cold. So maybe this is cold resistant. Maybe this is not such a sook as some of us thought. There you go. All right, I'm going to cover these back up so we can move along with our other trees, right? We've got a lot to show you in part 2. Okay, we have these covered up at least till October, I would say, sometime in October. It all depends. Every year is a a different year. And there's the Lucuma again from the back. Right? Okay, so now we're gonna go back and check out the Sapodilla, which you didn't get to see in part one because I was trying to move quick. Even though I tried to move quick, it took an hour and you didn't see the whole garden. All right, let me unwrap this one and the one over there. There's two of them. You already saw the Quaimak, sad. You saw the Rollinia, good. And that's how it's been, guys. Good, bad, good, bad. Alrighty, that's looking really good. And I'm not surprised. I wasn't expecting anything less than really good, right? It's in a friggin' greenhouse, you could say. It's very, today, well, it's only 19 today or 20, but I bet inside the frost cloth here, it's 25, 28. So yeah, and not only is it doing fine and getting new growth here and over there and over there. Hang on, see that new growth? It's sending out these little flower buds that are trying to open. Yeah, that one. That doesn't mean anything because trust me, this is not gonna fruit before my 65th birthday. Yeah, by the time I'm 65, we'll get our first fruit if it survives. So that's a Sapodilla. That's also known as Chiku Sapote. And guys, very, very, very slow. Even in the tropics, the true tropics, this won't fruit for a few years. But here in Melbourne, if it survives, it won't fruit for at least 10 years. We're talking cool temperate, in case you're new to the channel. We might be in zone 9B, but guys, this is like a lot colder here than for example zone 9B in Phoenix or zone 9B in Southern California or zone 9B in Central Florida. We are nothing like those zones here. Nothing like them. We only have 2 months of summer here in Melbourne. 2 months. True summer. 2 months of true summer. I think Central Florida gets more than 2 months of summer. And then zone 9B as well. And what's the other thing? We don't get any humidity here. Zilch. No humidity here over the warm months. And what else? We have 5 to 7 months of cool winter conditions. That means temperatures below highs during the day of below 60 Fahrenheit, 15 Celsius. Below 15 Celsius for 7 months of the year. So this zone 9B is unlike all the rest. So now that you know a little bit more, guys, about my location, you understand why it's going to take 10 years instead of 5 years for this Sapodilla to give us first fruit. All right, let's go to the other one. The other one's a pipsqueak. It's only a tiny little tree. It just pulled through the last couple of years, and the only reason it survived is because of the frost cloth. It would have been a dead goner 2 years ago in 2022 if I didn't cover it. So, and like I said, it's small. It's really small, like this jabbo. It's a small tree. That's because it died back the first couple of years of its life. It died back, guys. That's why the superior frost cloth. You saw the other one, how well it's doing. All right, let's do this with 2 hands. All right, it's doing a lot better than I thought. A lot better than this time last year. This time last year, there was only half the tree there. Half of this tree was here last September. So, wow, it really made a huge difference having that frost cloth on this Sapodilla. Oh my gosh, it's almost touched the top of the surface here. So what do we got? We got 3 limbs, 2 down there and this one up here, right? Wow. I mean, it's like I said, it's a tiny tree, but guys, this one here is as I said, was way behind the other one. This is a Krausui variety. Both of them are grafted, both Sapodillas. This is the Krausui, and I believe the other one is the tropical. Let me go and have a look. I forgot. Yeah, I can't remember, guys. Luckily, thank goodness for the labels. Nope, I was wrong. It's not the tropical, it's the prolific. Okay, and that's grafted also. So yeah, they're both doing great, really great. And by the way, they're doing so great, I could easily leave the frost cloths off now that we're in spring, but I'm not gonna do that. These are more cold tolerant than papaya, yeah. But when you're on a good thing, like right now we're on a good thing, right? It's like giddy up, giddy up. The machine, the cogs are running smoothly, as you can see on both trees. So why stop that and take a risk? It'll be risky, especially this coming weekend. We're gonna have 5 and 6 Celsius here in Melbourne as a low, 3 nights in a row. And as a matter of fact, out here where I am, the night temperature is going to drop down to 3 or 4 for a couple of hours. I'm not saying it's going to kill the trees, but it'll shock them. And this is what happens when Sooks gets shocked. This is another Sook that was shocked. But he wasn't shocked for a few hours. He was shocked for 5 months. This is 5 months of shock. And yet, the Quaymok has survived. It's not dead. It's just that the leaves dropped. Right? So, we're going to cover these back up. These bad boys. Guys. Right? Look. So, thumbs up on all the trees I've shown you so far. We haven't seen one dead tree yet, which is fantastic, right? There's the pomegranate you saw in part 1, and back there the green Sapote. That one. Yeah, everything's looking great. Just. Since we're here, we're going to quickly look at this monkey jack, La Cucha, which didn't get a good start when I planted it back in, was it March? Or March, it was. I planted it the week that we had 37 degrees. 37 degrees, and I go and plant a baby tropical. So it freaked out, right? It freaked out with the heat, the final heat that Melbourne had at the beginning of autumn. So that's the tree there. It's alive and it's got a new leaf. All right, so that's good news. That also survived. And it looks like it's getting something new down here. Hang on, let's have a look. What's that? Oh, it's getting 2 new hang on, let's see if I can focus. That thing there, whatever that is. See that green speck? Something's coming from that. The focus sucks. And then there's another one above it. So you got that one, and there's 2 of them. See them? There, those 2. Two new bursts of new growth. Yeah, very hard to see. All right, so that's the Lucuma monkey jack. Just made it. A lot of justs, thanks to the frost cloth. All right, now we're going to go and check out the other star apple. Kamito. Remember we lost one in mid to late winter? Well, I had two, remember? Get two trees? Yeah. The one we lost, who was it? Was it you? Or was it you? I can't remember. I think we lost this one. So, let's unwrap this one. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Our first casualty for today. Oh my God. Now I'm starting to think maybe this was the one that was dead and that one was the one alive. Or do you think they're both dead? Oh my gosh, disaster. Let's do the scratch. The little scratch. Oh man. Yeah, now, you know, Abiu, star apple, sugar apple, mangosteen, cacao. Oh, what are these roots here? Is that grass? Is that lawn? Ooh, that's not good. All right, scratch test. Nah. This is a goner. He's a goner. Look at that brown scratch. What about at the trunk? At the, oh man. Nah, I can't. Nah. It feels like a wooden stake. There's no. Nah. That's the tree for the newcomers. Very popular in the Philippines. All right. He ain't coming back. But we're going to leave it, guys. You don't know. Nature is tricky. There could be a miracle if you believe in, well, if you believe in that. This one's dead too. I got two dead star apples. All right, let's do a final scratch. I don't think so, but anyway, you don't know. Nah, nothing. And the rock bottom. Last one. Please, be green, be green. No, I'm not gonna be green, it says. So that's it. No. Just get it through your head that we're dead. All right, you're dead. Fine. And soil test, moist. Very, very moist. Like, very, very moist, guys. Like, wet. Almost like mud. Not quite. But moist. Wet, moist. Okay, that's that. Okay, so now that we've seen all that, let's just wrap it up, because we didn't get to finish it in part one. These are the other two guavas I have, right? The ruby, which is doing really well. Planted a bit close to the red Dakar bananas. I might end up pulling these out because they're just not flowering after all these years, but we'll see. That's happy. Then we have all these stone fruit dwarfs that have set fruit, and leaf curl, of course. A lot of leaf curl. Didn't spray them. These are all in pots, rescued from the ground last year. You got peaches and nectarines. Okay, and then another guava, the Thai, that's hung on really nicely. And that orange tree, which I still haven't pruned, that needs to be pruned. A lot of oranges, guys. I ordered the juice press online to juice these oranges. So I want to trim it there in the middle to get rid of all that up there. And all that up there has set flowers because now it's flowering season. So I've got to move my butt and cut all that down. So there's oranges, right? Too many oranges. And I've got to trim here because we don't want this, so we can get through. Right, it's in my face. And as you can see, it's flowering. Everything's flowering. Everything's going crazy, and I never feed this. This orange tree has not been fed in 6 years or longer. So guys, that's why I'm saying the established trees are not going to get any more fertilizer. Nothing. These young ones, yes, I'll be giving these compost. All right, let's get moving. Moving. What's left? I think I showed you everything in part 1. The Wirtz avocado is still loaded, but the critters have done their nasty business already to a lot of these fruit, and we're slowly picking them, bringing them in. Right, there's like 40 or more on the tree, and like I said, it's nasty possums and parrots. Jabuticaba here, the small leaf after 3 years in the ground, looking great. The Wampy, grafted Wampy, Ying Pang, doing really good. I was thinking of migrating it from here to the spot over there where I pulled out the fig, maybe, because I wanted to have a lot more room than where it is now. The Subel white Sapote keeps growing down onto it, and I've had to prune the white Sapote numerous times. This was not a good location for this Wampy, but the good news is it's very slow growing, like really slow here in Melbourne, not in the tropics. I don't know what goes on there, but here you saw the 10-year-old Wampy I have. It's over 10 years old, and it's shorter than me. After 10 years in the ground, it's shorter than me. That's how slow Wampy is. I got to find somewhere to put that cinnamon, which pulled through in winter really well in the pot. See it? That one there? Look how healthy it is. Wow, we must have had a really mild winter for cinnamon to survive outdoors. And then I've got the 2 Pitangatuba plants in the ground. I got 2 of them for the cross-pollination, right? That one's been in the ground 10 months and the other one's been in the ground 2 years. What else? Jujube here, the Shangshi Li, still asleep. The Li, the regular Li, just waking up. Barely visible growth there. You can barely see that. The other Jujube here, the, what you might call it, Sherwood, is still asleep. Oh no, it's waking up. Okay, so the Sherwood is waking up too. Yeah, very small signs of new growth. And the other 3 Jabos I have here, the Giant and a couple of small leaf. And did I show you the other mango here in part 1? I forgot to show you the Thai mango. Came through winter okay-ish with 1 leaf remaining. So we'll see what happens with that. I gave it some protection with these lilies, and the lilies, as you can see, have really been torched by the cold wind. There's the 3rd Kohala longan in the ground. That's looking good too. The Pinkerton avocado with a lot of new growth. Wow, in the last 2 weeks, it's really shot out a lot of new growth. A lot. And I'm using this newly planted loquat to shade it in summer, to shade the The Pinkerton avocado, look how great it's doing. It's doing a great job already. And it's only the beginning of spring. Guys, I need shade for this sook. I nearly lost the Pinkerton 6 years ago, 5 years ago. To, I don't know what. I'm thinking sun damage. Others are saying waterlogging. But look how that loquat is shading it, partly shading it. Better than nothing, right? And of course that's gonna grow. I want that to grow. Look how fast it's growing. It's only been in the ground 1 year. Look at the size of it. It's over 2 meters. Another black Sapote seedling here from Dailies. Look how well it did in winter. No protection at all, and it's getting a lot of new growth in there. See those new points? The cherries waking up. Both cherries. These are winter, what do you call them? Not winter. Cool climate cherries. Right? The loquat. These are ready at the end of October, beginning of November. Right? It's always loaded, this tree, every year without fail. And I don't know what variety it is, but I don't care. I don't want to know. Tahiti lime. Dropped over 300 limes over winter. There's another one over there I have to pick up. The seedling, 15-year-old seedling macadamia, which now is a monster. Look at the trunk. Right? And there's a cluster of nuts there. So there's a lot of nuts everywhere. It's hard to see them. Oh, and it's starting to flower. Yep. I've got to pick these. Someone's been picking on them. Look. And there's a few on the ground. Yeah. And over there too. And over there. And over here. And everywhere. So, okay, and the flowers. Guys, I want you to see this. If you're in Victoria, southern New South Wales, South Australia and Tasmania, what you can grow. You won't see these trees on any other channel. To the extent that I'm sharing. There'll be some of them, but not all of them. Right? Macadamia, white sapote, avocado, mango, pomelo, rollinia, sapodilla, longan, lychee, atemoya, cherry moya, and wow, so much more. You just won't see it, guys. And then you got the cold, cool climate trees like this European cherry. Okay? And bananas. I forgot about the bananas. We've got 11 bunches to cut down this spring. Or even over the next couple of weeks. Of course, citrus. I'm not going to mention those because people make fun of the temperate zone. Because they say, oh, that's all you can grow down there. Oranges and lemons. Is that all you're good for? Well, I just mentioned all the fruit that I'm growing here. It's a lot more than lemons and celery, if you paid attention. All right, guys, where are we up to? Oh, I don't know where we're up to because this is like part 2 of part 2 because it stopped recording when I was doing the star apple. The camera cut out. This is the cherry moya tree. In case you missed it in part 1, right? Look at that. Look at this fruit. Look at that. It's massive. Right? Hang on. For context. There's my hand. And these are ready at the beginning of summer, end of November. Just in case you missed it. Just in case you missed it. Look. It's massive. All right, I'm going to finish the video in the front because I haven't shown you the Abiu and I haven't seen it. Oh, and here's another guava with 3 leaves remaining on it after winter. This was not protected at all. This is the Pakistani variety. Guys, I can't remember the name. Oh man, I'm not going to even attempt to say it. Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, something bad. Alamabad, something like that. It's meant to be the sweetest of all guava, but we lost the center again up here at the top from the cold down to here. It's dead. That center, see this center? We lose that every winter, but I don't protect it. I'm trying to make it cold and strong, cold resistant. Okay, let's go. Before we go, I just noticed there's some bananas that are ready to pick. Wow, nice. Right? Yeah, this is like week 2 of spring. And also out of the 2 Canistel that I had planted here in the banana circle, this one survived really well, but this one didn't. Guys, I keep saying plant 2, don't plant 1. I'm talking about sooks now. I'm not talking about apples and peaches. You only need 1 apple for success. But when it comes to Canistel, Relinia, mango, jackfruit, you need more than 1. Otherwise you get this with the 1. This is your only one. It just made it or it just died. So the second one, look, the second jackfruit or mango or lychee, look, beautiful. Whoa, nice. That's why. Because we're in a, what do you call it? Borderline climate with these. And we'll do a temperature check too. Looks like it's 22. Around 22, 23. Can't see too well because the sun is in my eyes. So yeah, just after 12 noon. Mind you, that's in the sun, not in the shade. In the shade it's about 19, 20. But it's nice, guys. It's really nice. Okay, let's go to the front finally and wrap it up. Yeah. Here's my celery. But I'm growing a lot more than just celery, guys. All right, today we're gonna look at the Abiu and do a scratch test on the Soursop. And if I've got enough battery, I'm at 20%. Check out the Mamey Sapote and the Sapodillas and the Canistel. I think you saw the Canistel already, so we'll skip the Canistel. All right, let's get the Abiu off. Okay, here we go. Ooh, uh-oh, guys. We have another fatality. Looks like we've lost the Abiu. It was nothing like this when I checked in July. Was it July or early August? I don't remember. Anyway, sometime during mid to late winter, it was still green. Wow. All right, let's see if there's any life in the limbs. Nope. Let's go straight to the trunk and bypass the branches. Oh, no way. Oh, no way. You're kidding me. You're freaking kidding me. The Abiu is alive. What? Just like the sugar apple. In the backyard. Oh my gosh. So all this death, with all this death, the tree's still alive. All right, let's get moving quickly because the battery is draining. Thumbs up. We have a living Abiu in ground. I don't think I'm going to be as lucky though with the Soursop. Alright, let me get under there. Okay, we're doing the bottom because the top, you don't want to see the top. It's all dead. There's nothing there, right? Yeah, just limbs. Just okay, let's see. This is where the test is, and I've already tested it. See how I've scratched this before? That scratch is from a month ago, and it was dead. It was dead a month ago. Do you think it's alive now? Let's have a look. That'll be a miracle. I doubt it, guys. I'm trying to be optimistic, but we're dealing with the sookiest of sooks. Right at the bottom, it's got that micro riser, like the sugar apple had. See that white stuff? Okay, let's have a look. Scratch test, please be green. Please be green. No, it says I'm not going to be green. I'm not going to be as nice as the Abiu and sugar apple. Damn it. We've lost a Soursop. No surprise. Ah, damn. So, just like the star apple, we've lost the Soursop. Damn it. I'm not giving up though. I'm not giving up on the Soursop. I'm not giving up, guys. Damn it. And this was advanced. This is an advanced tree that I got from Vu. Right? It's like 1.5 meters. Almost 5 feet. Okay, the battery died on me. Did a lot of filming today. Almost 2 hours worth. So, I've uncovered the trees in advance. Looks like the... Okay, I don't know if the camera is working properly. It's stuttering. I'm running it on a power bank. So yeah, it's stuttering. Oh yes, oh, we can do this. Yep. Okay, so let's start with the Canistel. It's pulled through fine. You saw this back in late August. So now, in mid-September, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. The Sapodilla, my third Sapodilla, likewise, just fine. Right? And I don't know which variety this is. This might be the tropical. Let me get closer to the label. Okay, this is the BKD 110, if that means anything. And it's also starting to do the flower budding. The camera is stuttering. I might have to film this again, I don't know. I'll play it back and see how it sounds. I wonder why. I just upgraded the OS to the Android. Yeah, it's lagging. It's lagging. Anyway, so then we got the Mamey Sapote, and that's doing fine too. What's going on here? Yep, is that working? Yep. The Mamey, it's got new growth coming from the top. That's where it always starts every spring. See that new growth there? The new tips at the top. So these are all fine. So we're learning, guys. You're learning together with me. What works here in our climate, if you're in southern Victoria. Look, this is the kind of damage we're talking about. See this little banana that was left out in the pot, unprotected? Okay, that's the kind of damage to expect through winter with delicate tropical plants. Okay, so that's how these That's how these 3 trees would look if I didn't cover them in their initial life. Now after 7 years, 5 to 7 years in the ground, well, we might be able to remove the cover. Not on the soursop. That's never going to be uncovered if it survives. The soursop is a lifetime of protection. Unfortunately, that's a lot of work, especially when the tree grows. It's hard to cover. But mango is a lot easier, guys. Look at this one. It's waking up. We're going to have some cold this coming weekend. Cold nights, as I said. So these new tips here, if I don't cover them, they're going to be damaged. See these new tips at the top? There at the top. Hang on, I don't know if I'm pointing correctly. Hang on. I'm holding the power bank in my hand, which is a little uncomfortable. Let's see. Okay, that tip there. So I was thinking of putting the frost cloth on for those 3 nights. We're going to have 3 nights of 4, 5 and 6 Celsius on the weekend. The tree will be fine. It's just that these new little tips here will be burnt. And then it'll have to try again at the end of September. So that's the video, guys. Whew. We've got the red mulberries coming here, the red Sapote, in a couple of weeks. These start in October, late September, to ripen. And there's our other seedling mango, which could do with some protection as well this coming weekend. We'll see. I've got all the stakes in place. I've got the frost cloth wrapped in the garage. I can bring it out, re-clamp everything. 1, 2, the little sweet tart mango, 3. That's 3 trees to cover. And this one here, the Florigon, that's 4 mangoes to cover. Right? This is what happens when the temperature gets down to 5 Celsius or 4 Celsius. That's what happens. The tree is okay. Yeah. Now the wax jambu, I don't think that'll need to be covered for a couple of cool nights. Right? You can tell from the leaf, the thickness of the leaf. These are leathery, just like the mango leaves are leathery. This one pulled through without any cold protection, but you can see the damage. Right, look, that's cold damage. The tree didn't die, but it affected some of the leaves, right? That's cold damage. This is what happens. And the reason why the tree didn't die, guys, is because it's 4 years old. It's a 4-year-old tree. But this Florigon is only 2 years old. That's only 2. That's a baby. So that's the video. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to go and start another job now. I'm starting another veggie bed in the back. I've got some more veggie beds for summer. They're summer beds, so I'm just starting the early work and planting out into it in October, because now if I plant eggplant and cucumbers now in September, they're not going to survive. All it takes is one frost and they're goners. Now leafy greens and brassicas, they can take frost. They're gluttons for punishment. They love the cold. Silver beet, but not eggplants, guys, or bell peppers, capsicum. These guys here, these are cold lovers. Swiss chard, they call this in America. And please give us a like if you enjoyed this video, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We have another Bowen Kensington Pride mango there. It pulled through nicely. I'm definitely not gonna cover that because it's too tall, guys. It's way too tall. It's almost 2 meters. If it can't fend for itself now, then I don't want it here. It can go back to where it came from. Over and out.